Okay, here we are again. What is this, like week 15? 16? Something around there. Yeah, so just closing the 10,000 windows I have open from the day so that I can get a little focused. Let's see, tonight we're going to work on the other half of what we set up last week. So last week we set up these start locations. Let's see if it still actually works. You know, those gremlins get in there during the night and mess with your code. All right, there you go. Player 1. Oh yeah, we changed our colors too. Player 1's blue. Player 2 is green. Player 3 is red. Player 4 is orange. There we go. So we've got the start set up. Let's get the end set up. So we have this exit. Oh, that was not good. We have this exit node focus that show the debugs that you can escape from the house. You can jump to this node, and if you land on this node, you win. You get out. Right. You know, maybe you have to go get a key or something first, but for now, you know, just get out of the house, man. Just get out. Let's see if we can set something up. Let's identify. I want to identify this. So we set up these other nodes. Let me hide the debug lines. We have these other gizmos on here that show like potential enemy spawning locations, players spawning locations. Probably put numbers on those, but yeah. And now we need an exit. So let's do that. Start positions go in here. Enemy start positions go in here. So let's put the escape position. Just public list transform escape positions. Yeah, they're escape positions, right? What is this? These are not used anymore. Let's alt enter these bad boys and remove them. Pop those out of there. Jump back in here. Should see that bad boy pop up somewhere in here. Wait for all that stuff to happen. There we go. Escape positions. Let's lock this. I'm going to expand this. I'm going to click my escape position and just pop her right on there. So we could have multiple, like let's say, you know, there's a front door, there's a side door, or we just have like 4 spots you can get out of. Instead of all 4 of these going to one, we could have them go to their own escape spot. We'll just have one for now. And it's reflected in the debug. So we need a gizmo here. So let's draw up some gizmos. Where is our on draw gizmos? There we go. What color do we want our escape sphere to be our escape marker? White? Yeah, escape into the brightness. Escape into the light. Alright, for each, not enemy start positions, we're going to do escape positions. Did I really name that capital E escape positions? I did. Look at that. I am not following naming conventions. Shift F6, rename them all. Lowercase, don't need to serialize. There we go. We'll just have to reset that back up in the inspector. Alright, for each, it's not a player start. This is Shift F6 again. Escape position. So now it's just going to draw gizmos on the escape positions as white spheres. Yay. Quick little, you know, follow the pattern. Let's watch some progress bars. And again, we're probably going to have to reset up that escape position because I renamed it and didn't do, you know, reserialize, whatever that is. No big deal. Drag that in. There we go. Nailed it. Cool. So now we kind of get an overlay of the board, right? I think we're gonna also, this is going bye-bye. I don't want the secret path anymore. We're going to do that another time. And delete those cells. Those cells are not things anymore. Let's get the debugs on there. Okay, those aren't hooked up. So I was looking to see if any of these were like streaking out to the left. Let's hide those. And cool. So we've got our start positions. You start in the second floor of the house. You got to travel through the house somehow, avoiding the monsters. Otherwise, they're going to tackle you, and you'll never escape. And then we're gonna escape out of the house. Yay! Let's make that happen. Our current game loop is kind of crazy. It's this big do turns. So these turns just keep running, right? So we need a way to stop it, right? We need this enumerator to stop and declare a winner. Let's just var has winner. Whoop. True. That's bad. While I mean, yeah, let's do has winner. So while we don't have a winner, while not has winner, do loops, which is false. While super backwards. So while we don't have a winner, false. Start the game without a winner. Be a pretty short game if we started with a winner. Start a game without a winner. Keep playing. Keep doing turns until we have a winner, right? So we kind of throw this flag up and say, hey, well, we have a winner. Stop playing the game. The last thing that happens is the player moves, right? So the player moves off or moves into a cell, and that's the end. And then we current player, rotate, what have you. So we can check. Is the player, did they move to a spot? Did they move to an exit? We got to fix this guy, but that's another broken window for another day. Do move here, discard and draw. All right, so this is the end, right? If they select a move, if they're selecting a move, right, they select it and they either move or they don't. We're gonna just do if escape. I already forgot what I called them. Yeah, escape positions. No? Are we out of scope here? Escape positions. Oh, we're in the game, not in the board. We gotta check the board for it. If board dot escape positions contains players, current player dot what do we have in here? Players are player objects. We need to get their position, the spot they move to. We do move. We move them somewhere, right? Let's go check it. Do move. Do your mover. Do move. Right. We're just kind of moving down. We set their transforms. I thought we also set their position. Let's jump back. Grab the players. Grab the player data. Oh, I guess we are just using their X and Y coordinates, right? Because every cell is one unit. That's their coordinate. And then we had to do something special for the Z. Was that last week? Week before? Don't remember. Yeah. Can we grab their game object dot transform? Ooh. Position, right? If the escape positions, which are transforms, contains, well, it's not going to contain it. Yeah, we got to loop it. We got to go over it. For each escape position, board escape positions equals. So if the current player is one of the escape positions, we can break out and say they are the winner. Okay. And they're transforms, so we need to look at their positions. So if escape position dot transform dot position equals players. Wow, this is crazy big. Bam. So if these are the same, you know, if they're close enough, right? We can mess with it. This absolute, we need to like fudge it a little bit. You know, do the absolute, the min absolutes. But if it's the same, we get to declare a winner. Just has winner equals true, right? And so this will discard and draw, it'll iterate, and then jump out of the loop, right? Yay, we have a winner. What are you angry about? You're not angry. Link expression. Okay. I don't want to use a link expression. Not yet. Okay. If we have a winner, we're going to escape out of this loop, right? Now we have a winner. Let's just debug log winner. And it's going to be player turn. Well, it's going to be the reverse of this, right? Yeah. We could do a null object pattern. That would be fun. So we could say, where is player data? So player data, how could we make a null object out of this? You know, we could set like player data, we could make game object null. We could set something in here and say, yeah, that seems a little too hacky at this point. We could spin up a new object. Let's say we want the player number. Well, it's just a number, right? They're not going to have names. So only, let's do this. This will be a little bit hacky. If has winner, if we have a winner, sorry, if we don't have a winner, then we'll increment everything. But if we do have a winner, we'll skip over this. And that'll be the player. Interesting. Winner. Let's see if we can get a player to win. And to facilitate that, I'm going to change. Where is it? There it is. I'm going to change the start positions, right? Because all the start positions are up here. I'm going to replace like the first one with like, let's say this cell. Oop. Probably should have locked that before I clicked it. Boop. This cell. This cell. There we go. Where is it? There we go. There you go. 155. So now this player might have a small advantage. Watch the progress bars. Alright, move the skeleton. Yay, player one. I'm just gonna move them, you know. Oh, there's a bug there. I'm just gonna move them here, you know, make sure we get at least one turn in. As I talk into my water. Let's move the ghost. Pass. We're just gonna pass a bunch of these guys. Just gotta wait for this stuff. Player one. Alright, we're gonna move 3 and boop. Winner, winner. Player 0. And now we're not playing anymore. Success. Look at that. We implemented a whole win feature in 10 minutes. Great. See you next week. Now, let's see if we can clean this up again. Let's create some UI, right? So when we have a win condition, we want to get rid of like this stuff and this stuff and this stuff. But let's create, where is So we want to get rid of this, enemy pick, the notification text, card holder, like all this stuff goes away. So let's just create an empty and call this gameplay UI. Let's see if we can just plop this in here. Hopefully that doesn't break any references. Please don't break any references. Ghost. Boop, boop, boop. Alright. This all looks normal. Shooting around, hitting pass. Alright, this should be player 1. And they can go win. I'm gonna go 2. I don't need to. I'm just gonna go right to the exit. Winner, winner. Perfect. Okay, so we have a gameplay UI, and now we want to have, throw an empty in there, win UI. And inside that win UI, we're going to turn this off. And in this guy, UI, text message row, win text, and we're going to say player number wins. Yay. Did we put a new font in here? We did not. Still the Liberation Sands. We'll have to fix that too. We'll do an art pass again. Maybe next week. Wrapping. Disabled. Font size. Massive. Wow. Let's make it a nice 100. Do we want to put a background to this? Let's throw a button in there. You always need a button. I don't know. Exit. Play again. Quit. Let's just go 2D. Drag you out. Hit W. You can go down there. Make it 200 by 90. Nice big chunky quit button. Slide this guy up a little bit. Do we want to throw a background on this? Yeah, let's throw a UI image BG. Image is going to scale up to the entire screen. Scale up, scale up. The image is going to scale up. All right, don't scale up. See if I care. Oh, come on. No? Hitting all the buttons. Is it because it's in something? Oh, because the Win UI isn't. Boop. There we go. Its parent was scaled down. So when BG big scale you to be, yeah, make you a nice little, yay, player 1 wins. Or should we just like rotate this? Yay, player 1 wins. Whoop whoop. Now I just want to put a subtle green tint, subtle blue tint, blue pink. It doesn't really matter now, does it? I'll make this guy bold. Bold. If you win, you want to see bold. Yeah, I think that's enough. So now we have to go in and we have to hook all of this up. In our game, let's create a new class for this. This is getting pretty chunky. Public class UI manager mono behavior. This is going to be a mono behavior, and then move to its own file. Perfect. Public game. Why did that go way over there? Game object. Gameplay UI, and public game object win UI. And we're just gonna do public void win. And when you win, gameplay UI dot set active false. Win UI set active true. And when we start this guy up, start, we're gonna do the opposite. Gameplay UI dot set active true. Win UI, oh gosh, win UI set active false. What bear is the best bear? False. It is the black bear. I haven't watched that in a long time. Let's do some compiling. Great. I'm going to drop this on the canvas parent. I like to put UI scripts on a canvas parent because it's always active, right? What did I call it? Something UI. Did I just call it UI Manager? That was probably a bad idea. UI Manager. Game. Let's Shift F6 this. Game UI Manager. Go back to Unity. UI Manager. I'm guessing UI Manager exists. So let's not have that collision fight. Add game UI Manager. I'm gonna go win UI, gameplay UI, gameplay UI. Let's do one more thing and do public text TMP text win text, and when we win, we'll just give it player number. And before we do all that, we're just gonna do win text dot text equals player, not capital player number wins. Yay, and you get 2 exclamation points. Nailed it. Alright. Good times. Check all the tubes. Doing good. Sort of. Probably getting a lot of compression. That's okay. Win UI. I want win text. Win text. Win text. Now our game needs a reference. Where should we put this? This is UI stuff. We could probably even move a whole bunch of this UI stuff into our fancy UI manager, our game UI manager. Winner. Now we say UI manager dot win. Yay! Cur player turn. We're gonna plus this. Yeah, just do +1, right? We don't want to actually change this, we just want to increment it and pass it. Sweet. Let's watch it compile, and let's go see if we can win. Play. Boop, boop, boop. Ghost. Ghost is gonna get you. Let's just win. I didn't set something. What did I? Oh, didn't hook up the UI manager. Good job. Canvas, UI manager. We could probably do a singleton, but let's not go down that path. Bow, bow. All right. Go 3. Escape player 1 wins. Yay. Can't do anything now. Probably quit out to the main menu. Yeah, 26 minutes. Win screen. Awesome. Let's hide this guy. Unhide this guy because that's like our normal operating situation. Let's focus down here. Yeah, there's the game. Let's fix board. Fix the board. This guy. I don't want this guy as the what you call it. Just, there we go. Nope, that was the wrong one. Undo. Which one did we get rid of? Oh, we got rid of the first one. Boop. There we go. Now he's not. Now he's not gonna just automatically win. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of bugs we need to fix now. I'm not really feeling bug hunty. So, what else can we implement? I mean, that's probably a bad, you know, I don't want players to stand on players. That's just no fun. Like, he's just going to emerge out of him. What new fun stuff could we do? We could add some more doodads, you know. Built up that quick guy. We could do some windows, do some art. I don't know. Let's hide this. Boop. Nope, not that. Unlock you. Get rid of that quad. Save. There we go. Now we can see the floor in all its glory. In all its 12 pixel glory. Oh, we were talking about making carpets faster, right? You can move faster on it, you get like a +1 if you move on a carpet. Because it's quieter. Ooh. Yeah. What else could we do? Why does that look weird? Is our movement algorithm broken too? Skeleton, you can move. No, it's just the outline's really weird. We could fix that. Instead of doing like just highlighting something on the grid, we could build up on top of this like an outer edge, right? We use like a line renderer and just encircle all the available ones. That might be kind of cool. Let's make a main menu. That's kind of new and interesting, right? Let's make a whole new scene. New scene. Where? There it is. Wrong screen. Okay. New screen. I'm gonna save it. Scenes. That's the game. Main menu. What do we want on our main menu? We're gonna have some canvassy stuff. UI. Throw some text in there. Title. Yay. Haunted house live stream game for ants. Let's center this. Let's do this. Let's not let it overflow. Make the text a little bit bigger. This is all totally unnecessary. We can make it bounce. Where is this guy? Go 2D. Yeah, drag you up there. All titles have to be slightly tilted. Do we tilt it to the right or to the left? What's the... I think it's tilted to the right. Get better results. Let's set the background to not be the skybox. Just make it a solid black. Solid gray? Solid orangey gray? Is that spooky? Perfect. Nailed it. Let's throw some buttons on there. Buttons are awesome. Button. Play. Play 2. So we can do 2, 3, or 4 players. D. Control D. I feel like I did this before. Wow. Let's play 3. Play 4. And let's wrap those guys up in an empty play buttons. Oop. Oh. There it is. Probably should change the text on these, right? Play 2. Play 2 player. Play. Let's just make it 2 player. These are the play buttons, right? 2 player. 3 player. No return. 3 players with no return. 4 player. Alright, and on here, we're just going to do a horizontal layout group. I'm going to give these guys don't force width, play buttons. Are you actually in the center? Alright, middle center. Are these guys all? No, you're all top left. Let's just middle center these. Let's see how badly I can screw up this layout group. I want it to be like I want them all to be centered in the object, but like no. Why is everything wrong? Let's make this very wide. Does that do it? No. Do these need? I think these might need or a layout element. I think it's layout element. Let's see. Preferred width. No. Does that not? I don't want the width to be 10. I want the width to be 200. I don't know if this does anything. Let's remove this. Maybe this just smash them and just need to reset them. Oh, look. Now they're in the middle. Perfect. Give them a little padding. Space those bad boys out a little bit. Let's do 34. Because that's always the answer. Excuse me, you reverse them? Ooh, that's a fancy feature. Close these guys down. Let's grab this. W. Nope. Not change its name, W. Or change its position, W. There we go. Now we can do like a main menu UI manager. I'm just gonna hook these buttons up. Uh-oh. Oh. It's back. Okay. Can we not open our new main menu UI? Do we like completely explode? There it is. Okay. This is gonna be... How do we get how many players we're gonna play in the next scene, right? So I'm gonna use a scriptable called like game config, and it's gonna be a scriptable object. Scriptable object, public, and num players. Right. Let's do a start. Let's create a var config equals scriptable object. Create instance of type game config. Okay. Let's make this a member variable. Whoa, blinked out there for a second. game config. Boop, 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 boop. Public. Oh my gosh. Public void start game int num players. Bam. Config dot num players equals num players. Nailed it. Scene manager dot load scene main, not main menu, game. We want game, but we want scenes game. There we go. Now we just hook up the buttons if this ever loads. Boop. All right. Button on click. I guess I could do all of these, right? Maybe? Does this allow multi? Add. Canvas. Main menu UI. What did I call it? Start game. Start game. Yay. Now they're individual. So you're going to be start game 2. You're going to be start game 3. And you're going to be start game 7. Okay. Let's test it. Little load bar. Alright. Sweet. Click stuff. Let's start 3. Yay. I mean, there's still 4 players. We haven't set that up yet, but we started the scene board part. Cool. Let's just leave this here. Go back to our game. I'm gonna actually, another thing that's been bothering me is the start position of the camera. Oh, come on. Oh, we're in 2D mode. Let's switch to global. We're gonna slide you over to, let's say here. Let's swap you that way, slide you up. So we're going to start focused on the players, and you're just going to go like right there. Can I? Nope. Can't snap it. So if you hold down V and you grab something, usually you can vertex snap it. So now when we start, we'll just be focused on the players. No big deal. But when we start, we want to grab, clear that up. We want to grab our config. So start, and I forget how to do this. Let's see, Unity, find scriptable object. Asset database, find asset maybe? Let's give it a try. We're not going to need it. We're going to need it right at the beginning. Var config equals asset database. Find assets and filter. String filter contains search data. All right. Oh, is this? Find all texture 2Ds, find all assets labeled. I want to find assets of type. How do I find assets of type? Unity, find object of type. I mean, there's an easy way to put this. It's just drop it into, like, make it a real asset. Don't make it a what's the word? Not fake. Incorporeal. Don't make it an incorporeal asset. I think we can do T for type. T for type. And then type of game config. what does this return? String, we'll just, what is this, string array? Returns array of matching asset. No goods will be returned. If no matching asset were found, returns an empty array. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this the easy way. Let's pull the ripcord in that one. Most important thing, way up at the top, public game config. Just gonna assume it's there. We don't need the editor anymore. Here, player count equals config.numplayers. Perfect. So what we need to do is wait for this progress bar to load, go back into our game config class, and first of all, this is going into its own asset create game config order 0. Perfect. Forgot that existed. Move to game config.cs. Now it's its own thing. Let's go in here. Wait for this progress bar to happen. Assets. Create. Folder. Scriptable objects. Boop, boop, boop. Create game config. Main config. Because there's probably only ever going to be one. Gonna go to our game. Where is it? Game manager. Main config. Boop. Save. Scenes. Main menu. Go into our main menu UI. We're gonna say public game config. Don't need you anymore. And we're just gonna identical, the same thing. Just don't create it. I'm gonna hand it to you. If this uploads, come on. Boop. Script. Oh, clicked away. Canvas. Scriptable objects. Main config. Canvas. Plop. Bam. Nothing like using the file system to pass values from scene to scene. Two players. All right. Let's just make sure they both do their thing. Cool. Pass. Yeah. Okay. And then let's try 4 players. Four players. Sweet. And that's how you pass data from one scene to another without having to do a ton of work or use singletons. It's kind of a singleton. Like this isn't really a singleton. This is just a data store on disk. Because scriptable objects are assets. So we're passing values into an asset and then pulling those values out of the asset from another script. And because the assets exist in your project and not in like a hierarchy or anything, they persist. They stay the same. You can also use these things for like saving data. Like if you have a desktop game, you can save data into these assets. If you spin up a bunch of them, they'll get saved to disk, and then you can reuse them the next time the player loads the game. Where that breaks down is WebGL. So WebGL does not do that. WebGL, you have to use something like player prefs. So you'd have to write some sort of interface between your scriptable object and player prefs. But it's not too hard. I did it for Let 'em Dare 50. I made saved the time, how long the player had left in their game, and stored that in their player prefs. But it was just really an interface to their scriptable objects. And it worked, it's a pretty good time. The ghost is stuck. Why is the ghost stuck? I don't know. Why are you stuck, ghost? Well, we'll figure that out later. But there we go. We've got a main menu. We can play 2 players, 3 players, or that magical 4 players. And we can win. We can escape the house. And it's even easier because the ghost gets stuck. So, win. Win, win. I think I'm gonna call it good there. Let's save everything. You know, got all this fancy new UI stuff going on. I think that's about it. I don't know what we're gonna do next week. Art, refactor, chase bugs, see how we're feeling. But otherwise, you know, thanks for watching. It was a good one. I think we hammered some stuff out pretty quickly. So we'll see you next week. Have a good one.